the Boston Celtics. I don't know what to say about this team because they have been kind of underwhelming for the last 3 years.
I think Marcus Smart starts at the 1, and Jay Rich starts at the 2. And then they let Schroeder be like a 6-man because you know how lethal he was in OKC.
Nah, I know, you know how he is.
He can't be a starter, bro.
He's mental.
He can't be a starter, bro.
He's mental.
He can't be a starter.
But you know how he is.
Nah,
he bettered himself. Lost $90 million.
Someone's gonna have to tell him, hey man, you could be one of the premier 6 men in NBA history, and you'll get yours. Trust me, you're gonna get yours. So don't worry about starting. You're gonna get the same minutes as Marcus Smart. Well, we just need you to come in and be our guy for our bench unit.
I've been saying that. I'm telling you, the Lakers would have won the Phoenix series or would have been a way better team if Dennis Schroeder started at coming off the bench.
Yeah.
If he was coming off the bench, that Lakers team is scary. But he decided to be an idiot.
AD was saying he didn't like his entry passes.
No.
I mean, I could understand.
He didn't like his entry passes.
And he said...
What the fuck?
That's what he said. He wasn't very fond of the passes he was getting. I swear, you didn't hear that?
I didn't hear that shit.
Yeah, they said, AD wasn't very fond with the entry passes that Dennis was giving him in the post. I was like, damn, I never really realized that was part of the chemistry issue.
Yeah, I know, is that a chemistry? Like, Anthony Davis didn't even have enough fucking playing time.
I don't know. That's what they said. That's what Phil Handy said. I don't know.
What? So you think okay, we're gonna be in like by Christmas and Jason Tatum's gonna come out and be like, I don't like Dennis Schroeder's post passes.
Any Celtics fans listening right now, I know you guys are excited about the idea of Josh Richardson. You're excited about the idea. Don't get your hopes up. Just don't. I'm a recovering Josh Richardson stan.
Yeah.
For the brief time he was in Dallas. Man, he got me excited when he could get traded. The dogs are on their way, he told me. That's what he promised. The dogs were on the way. We didn't get no dogs, man. We didn't get no dogs on our team. I'll tell you, we didn't get a dog.
Got fucking Chihuahua.
Yeah, the only thing he was good for is his free throws. But,
oh yeah, it was consistent free throw shooter.
Couldn't defend as advertised.
Couldn't shoot threes
as advertised. Couldn't finish at the rim as advertised. So maybe the bench role serves him here on the Celtics. Maybe he's just better on Eastern Conference teams.
Maybe.
I don't know. But.
I have him starting for the reason being.
I mean, it'd be nice like him next to Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, Dennis Schroeder needs to start because Boston needs a starting guard. That's the only reason why I have him starting. I don't think Peyton Pritchard is ready. I don't think Chris Dunn has ever been ready. I don't think Romeo Langford, and I didn't put Carson Edwards. But Carson Edwards...
He got traded, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, Carson Edwards got traded.
Oh, damn. Well, anyway. Okay, so Carson Edwards not traded, so it doesn't matter. But these guards are not ready. I don't think Peyton Pritchard is a... Yet.
Who knows?
Who knows? But Peyton Pritchard is...
Dropped about 94.
What?
94.
Oh, 94 on Pro-Am. Fucking Pro-Am. I don't know if he's ready, so I think Dennis Schroeder at this point, it's just like... You just have to go with him. I think you just have to. And then, like, this starting lineup is fun. I kind of like it. I mean, Dennis Schroeder, Smart. You got two...
Watch. They're going to start Al Horford.
Oh, they're probably going to start Al Horford, but I like Time Lord.
I wouldn't mind starting Al Horford. It gives you another shooter. You could run 5 out. Let Jaylen Brown...
But what about Time Lord?
Oh, yeah. You mean he's the vertical threat off the bench.
The best nickname in the NBA.
Oh, throws it up to the Time Lord. Time Lord. I never forgot the first... I'm like, did I hear that right? Yeah. I was like, why did they call him that?
I still don't know why they call him that.
Apparently they call him that because as a rookie, he was always late to like the planes and like team meetings. So like I guess they call him the Time Lord.
So
like,
they just joke around.
Yeah, like you're a Time Lord, bro. You're never earlier on time.
What?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm having fantasies about Al Horford starting and seeing just Jaylen Brown attack off the bounce and a 5 out, getting to the rim. Same thing with Jason Tatum, letting him get room to operate. I mean, Marcus Smart's a great shooter. Schroeder can shoot the ball.
Sure, he can shoot.
Horford can shoot the ball. I mean, defensively, Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Tatum. I mean, at the 2, 3, and 4, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That Schroeder and Smart will pick up your guards 94 feet.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown is an incredible, very underrated two-way.
Yeah, 6'7", man.
Jason Tatum is starting to get to two-way, and then you have the 5 spot, which is a spot that'll be situational, as to where, like, okay, if you're starting Al Horford, then you're going for shooting. If you're going for vertical, you're going for Robert Williams. So I think if you have,
they'll play an even amount, those two.
they'll play a very even amount, considering that, like, they're very, like, they're really big bodies. It just depends. Do you want shooting at that point, or do you not want shooting? And then when you come up with Jokic and Embiid, those, and Vucevic, those, like, strong centers, I think you run Al Horford at that point.
Yeah. Ennis Cantor can't guard those.
Ennis Cantor cannot guard those guys. so I have Ennis Cantor at the 4.
He's a 5.
He's a 5, but I have him at the 4 because,
I think
like,
he can play 5. He gets cooked. He can't play defense. He's a great rebounder. I'll give him that. But
oh yeah, he killed you fantasy.
Yeah, I won't talk about that. But
He's 2020 Will Chamberlain right there.
Ennis Chamberlain.
Ennis Chamberlain
Can't guard, but
no,
he's a rebounding gobbler.
Yeah. What do you think about this the second unit? Like, let's say if Al Horford starts, then you have Robert Williams. What do you think about the second unit?
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Pritchard. Hopefully he makes the jump. He was pretty solid his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Richardson, if he could shoot like they say he could shoot, like the dog I was promised.
Yeah.
Solid. I mean, solid two-way player. Aaron Nesmith, knockdown shooter. Grant Williams. He's a small forward, right? He's like 6'7".
Yeah, but he played the 4 most of the season last year.
I mean, Peyton Pritchard, Robert Williams pick and roll.
That would be nasty.
And then Jabari Parker, I know he's a wash, but he's still a big body they could throw out there and play defense.
He played well when they played
the
Brooklyn.
guy has no knees.
No.
There's guys who've revitalized their careers.
Yeah, it's so funny. They're still, you know how, like, in New York, like, Kevin Knox is somebody they keep around just, like, for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, they feel like everybody knows they've given up on him, but at the same time, like, you just keep him around.
Like, ooh, Jabari Parker, he was a second overall pick.
Yeah, and the same thing is happening with, like, Romeo Langford. I feel like Romeo Langford is just like new Kevin Knox, where, like, Boston's just keeping him around for no reason.
He'll never have a role in the team.
And no, he's just keeping him around, but, like, Celtics fans love him.
Yeah.
And because they follow him and they follow, like,
he went to Wisconsin, right?
Nah. He went in kind of like, yeah, he went in one of those not Midwest, those like that Indiana area type school. I think. But I think this is like the same thing where it's just like a Kevin Knox type thing, where like they just keep him around, but like Celtics fans fucking love him for some reason. So yeah, I don't think he'll play.
No.
I don't think Chris Dunn will play, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what happened to Chris Dunn. I remember when Chicago picked him.
Yeah, he was.
And he was like this.
He was like a 10th overall pick or something.
Yeah, and he was this like two-way guard that like
never panned out.
So I don't know what happened.
He offers like good, depth as another point guard defender. And I'm pretty sure he'll play situational minutes if anyone gets injured. I like Aaron Nesmith though.
Yeah, and I mean
he's gonna be important.
Yeah, and this team is like middle of the pack team that you can get, like
even though they had Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, just middle of the pack. Like if we look at their stats from last year, 16th in points per game, 11th in opponent points per game. Fuck, I have fucking dyslexia right now. Offensive rating 10th, defensive rating 14th, net rating 13th. I mean, they're middle, like they're right in the middle of the pack as for they're just an average team from these stats, which doesn't make any sense.
They shouldn't be with who they have on the roster.
No, but I feel like it'll be the same thing. Basketball Reference has them expected win-loss last year had them 39-33 and then ended up going 36-36. So,
very average.
Which is very average. Which is literally again 500, and they finished 7th last year, winning the play-in tournament and then losing to Brooklyn in the first round. I think the same thing will happen. I think they'll go 41-41, Like I don't doubt if
Unless
it's
you
like
get like a supercharged Jason Tatum.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just puts the team on his back for Kobe.
you know he's like he's like 100 overall when he gets a fresh cut.
And we wears the purple elbow band.
The purple elbow band and when you get a fresh cut. So, we'll see how it goes with them again because again it's always like Jason Tatum's a star, Jaylen Brown's a star. Jaylen Brown's coming back after a broken wrist. So again, it's health. It's like, can Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum carry the load? Which I mean they've shown to do.
What does Schroeder add? Does he continue being playing poor like last year, or does he play great and then gets paid next offseason?
I don't know. I think he's just money. This guy's a money hungry.
He's gonna have a career year. Watch. He's gonna try to recoup his losses.
That's what I think. I think he's gonna have he's one of the redemption players.
Yeah.
I don't know what like it's hard to gauge his stats considering like again it's the same thing with Ben Simmons. Like that's the thing like that's so hard about these players because like you look back literally the year before this past year, he was on the Thunder, and he was playing with Chris Paul and Shea on like a 3-guard set basically, but he was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
He was 6-man runner-up twice. He won it once, I believe.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah, he won it once and then like came up short twice, I believe. So, and like you think like, okay, yeah, this guy's like amazing, and like usually some 6-men do take the jump to starting role. But with him, it just made it so much worse that with him
first
year starting in meaningful games, meaningful time.
Some guys just aren't starters.
You're just not
like,
starters.
It's okay to take advantage of the other team's second unit. It's like you're valuable for that. Lou Will's made a career off of it.
Exactly.
You can too, Dennis.
Yeah, and like again, it might have also been the Laker thing too.
Maybe.
Because same thing happened with Harrell.
Yeah.
And he also wanted to start too. So like once I guess you're in a big market team, like you just want to get as much attention as you can to get the big money.
Yeah.
Later on that next offseason or something. So I think maybe it was the whole LA thing. Maybe it's his own thing that like I believe I'm worth it. But again, like I always thought he was a great 6-man. He was a great like there's certain guys like Lou Will, as you said, is just one of those guys that made a career and then now he's lived it. He's fine. They're thinking of naming the fucking trophy after him anyway.
Jordan Clarkson.
And Jordan Clarkson is now coming here, and I fucking love Jordan Clarkson. Tim Hardaway has been a starter, but like
he really found himself as a 6-man.
He found himself as a 6-man.
Starter minutes.
Yeah, so those are just prime examples of like.
Just because your name's not getting announced at the start of the night, like
doesn't mean anything.
You can still have like the biggest impact on the game.
Yeah, and at the end of the game,
because bench units are the ones who pretty much swing games. Like, if your bench unit outscored theirs, you're gonna win the game more often than not.
Exactly, and then like at the end of the game, usually how it works, especially in a close game, if you're giving him buckets off the bench, you're staying for that fourth quarter for the last 6 minutes.
Close out Tim Hardaway closed out fourth quarter.
Yeah, he always closes out, and so like it's just again it depends of like. Because if he has another down year this year, I just don't see where he recovers at any point. Like, you just have to go to the 6-man. I think he has to, like, just come out the ego of his, like, of it, and then just, like, you're staying 6-man. But this system that they'll play will work. I mean, Dennis Schroeder, like, Kemba averaged, 20 last year? Dennis Schroeder probably averaged the same.
He averaged 13 last year.
Schroeder?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, so, I think he'll do 20 maybe, 20, 15 to 20 around there.
My bad, averaged 15 last year.
Okay, so yeah.
And then with OKC it was at 19, my bad, 15, 18, and 19, yeah, my bad.
Okay, so yeah, see, that was when he was coming off the bench.
Yeah. 19,
so like, him now starting with a new team, I don't know, maybe Brad Stevens, again, new coach.
He played only 3 minutes less as a 6-man than when he did with the Lakers. He was at 32 last year. When he was with OKC, he was at 29 and 30. So, I mean, it's like...
You're starting, but you got less minutes.
Maybe it was the Laker effect.
I think it was maybe the Laker effect. But, and then, like, it just, his his own head. Like, he lost $90 million. Like, that's still the biggest L I've seen anybody take in the NBA when it comes to contracts. So we'll see how the system works, because I think he can average a good 18 on a really good year, 18, 19. The system would be very similar to what they ran last year, but again, like, there's like always been this big question of like system change, but I think that was only when Brad Stevens was the coach. But now you have Ime Udoka, who like
first year coach.
It's going to be a whole entire system, because I think Brad Stevens respects him, so he won't be like all on top of him like Mark Cuban is, or somebody else that like is like really heavy on the coaching aspect. So I think Udoka will provide like a more Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum centric, to where like they both, there's like 4 ball handlers on the floor that can create, and so it's just like a lot of movement, and I don't think they'll be middle of the pack in pace this year.
I think they're going to be top 10 in defense. Mm-hmm. They have the potential to be top 10 in offense too.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that works out. And then net rating, probably top. I mean, they have the tools and like the players in the right place. It's just putting it together.
Yeah, it's just putting it together, and it's just what system works. But I trust Udoka. I really do respect him as a coach. Celtics have like an okay schedule. I think it's totally, again, there's so many good teams that like somebody has to lose. So
I think they're a playoff team.
Yeah, I think they're playing. I think honestly they're a playing team.
I think they get the 6th spot.
I think their schedule is as hard, or like
I like them more than Indiana. I like them more than Charlotte.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah.
Who else I like them over?
Indiana, Charlotte, Toronto.
They can compete with the Knicks.
They could.
Just based
on a ceiling.
Yeah.
But I think like they have a very similar schedule to the Knicks, where in terms of difficulty, because again, New York has that week stretch, or 2-week stretch of like really hard teams. Boston at that almost exact point of the year have the same thing. So they face Wednesday, December 1st, Philadelphia, and then December 3rd, Utah, the 4th, Portland, the 7th, Lakers, the 8th, the Clippers, and then the 10th, Phoenix, then the 13th, Milwaukee, then the 17th, Golden State, then the 18th, New York, and then the 20th, Philadelphia. Like, that is the toughest stretch that I think from all of these. Like, it's, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games.
It's going to be a make or break.
An entire month.
Make or break stretch for them.
Yeah, right before Christmas, and then you have another kind of stretch from February 8th through the 24th. So Brooklyn, Denver, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Detroit, Brooklyn, Detroit, Indiana, and then Atlanta. That's kind of a tough stretch. So, like, I think somebody has to lose again.
I think they're a playoff team.
Like 6th seed, like barely over the play-in tournament.
Like, they could be anywhere from 5 through 6, 4 through 6. I mean,
5 through 6.
We'll see. The season's gonna be like it's kind of like anybody. Well, you have the upper echelon teams.
Brooklyn,
Nets,
Milwaukee.
Yeah, Miami. And then from like 3 or 4 through like
4 through like 10.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of fluid, you know.
It's very fluid.
Like one team, one injury, that's it.
That is true. Yeah.
One
breakout season,
or one rough patch in the schedule, you lose 4 in a row. Oh well, too bad. Now you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, because again, like the
Knicks, right? You said they had
the Knicks had a really tough schedule. The Celtics have a tough schedule. From these 5 teams we've been looking at. So again, it's just how did Adam Silver treat you? Making the schedule is also going to hinge on this. But yeah, I think this rides totally on Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Obviously, like, it just doesn't. But I mean, X factor here is Schroeder. However, how far he goes, this team goes, I believe, as to like, it'll be extra help, and so there's just not much that can be said about this team until Dennis Schroeder proves himself to be a starting guard in this league, basically. But yeah, now we can come to a conclusion of this Atlantic Division GM overview, and I believe we are halfway through these GM overviews.
We're done with the East.
We're done with the East because now this is 15 teams already we covered.
Yeah.
You guys have shown love to a lot of these videos. Very certain videos though, which is kind of surprising. There are some videos where
Detroit's our best video.
Yeah, Detroit's our best video, which we thank you for that. But like we're seeing other teams that like we thought like we're like, yeah, this would be a good one. We put it up, it's only like under 10. And then like we have teams that like no way, right? And then they get 30.
Yeah.
But
the algorithm works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, but that just goes to show again the YouTube algorithm, and also like the fans out there that are listening to us that are just like are fans that like usually of teams that don't get covered.
Yeah.
And so I mean we got you guys. Like that's what we do. We want to cover every team. We don't want to just cover media darling teams. We want to cover everybody because like everybody we do have an opinion on everybody. Me and Miles do love looking at looking at rosters, looking at how we can shake up the roster because that's what we do. We want to be.
It's always fun seeing who's like the next guy to break out.
Yeah, we want to be different.
So.
We want to be different. We want to show you guys that like our knowledge goes further than just the hotspot teams because like the other teams show love. We gotta show love. So yeah, please again subscribe. Please leave a like and turn on that notification bell so that way you know every time when a video goes live. So yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.